Now, if you want to play Alice Cooper, you want to bite a head off a rat.
Well, why did you get to do it? Now he's dead already. Wait. Here, I got one. I've had enough of you. It's over. Hi guys, it's Emily with Craft Trek. I'm here with Walter Klassen. We're here in his effects studio. We're about to take an amazing tour. Wait till you see this shit. Cheers. So, I mean, you know, anybody that goes on your website is going to see right away that you're not only manufacturing specialty props, but also gear to help out with the actual filmmaking process.
Yeah. Sometimes cameramen will call and say, I have a really good idea. Here's something that doesn't exist. Can you make this? And then we'll take the challenge and make it.
So you can be the brains and the brawn.
Yeah, the brawn I usually leave up to the people who help me here. The brains is you hire someone who's better than you to make you look good.
You get a good crew together that you can count on.
Excellent
and that can
crew.
Execute something perfectly.
And that crew's been with me. Cornell, who does the leather work's been almost 30 years in business with me. These are swords that we make for, this one happened to be for Mila in Resident Evil. These are bamboo. You feel the weight of them?
So heavy. No, they're really not. It's like holding a butter knife.
I know. And this is for Scott Pilgrim, for Michael Cera in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh. Nice.
Now, bamboo is used often in fighting because when you contact with these swords on each other, bamboo is a member of the grass family, so it has very long fibers. It's not like wood. Wood, if you would make it in this shape and hit it hard, it would split and the top end would go
So it's
flying
fortified based on the fact that its grain goes lengthwise.
Very strong, long grain.
Which Ninja Turtle had these? Raphael? Is that right?
No, this was on...
Sorry, I was way off. Those were like the forks.
No, this was for Resident Evil, the number 5 recently. This was called a hook gun. And they wanted an idea how big it was going to be. So then we made this as a demo, and then this is a rubber version of it.
Prototype.
Yeah.
It's amazing how real it looks.
What we do when we do 3D printing, it's sort of like, an inkjet printer. This one does resin, about 1/10 of a thickness of a hair. Puts down a layer, and then a roller goes along, keeps the distance even, and then hardens it with a UV light. So we mock up, say for example, the base of a gun, which we're going to make in aluminum, because the real plastic here isn't strong enough. And so, but we test this. This takes about 8 hours to make. This takes about 30 hours to make. So we can test on the 8-hour model. Oh, does everything fit?
So before you go to the big commitment of making it with the metal,
we make it in plastic first.
just keep doing what you're doing. Oh man, that doesn't work.
No, it's too big and bulky.
I know. You need like a girly version, one that fits on a dress.
Well, you know what they do?
Can you make me one that fits in my dress?
No. The way we do is we put magnets in these, and Mila has magnets on her leg, and she just flips them on, and it sticks to and it holds her, and then she pulls it out. These are gloves that we made for Russell Crowe and Cinderella Man, the movie. All the gloves had to be made. They were 1930s gloves. What they had to be is 1930s. They outlawed the thumb being separated from the fist.
Oh.
You normally have to have a tab of leather in between, because what the boxers did is they took and used the thumb to punch out the other guy's eye, and once he's bleeding...
Well, there's a natural... That fits right there when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like it fits right in there.
Exactly. And these gloves we made with memory foam and horsehair. So when you hit, they look like you hit harder. It goes in deeper.
Do you find it more exciting to work on something that's for like a bad guy or something?
Well, I gotta say, the bad guys usually have the nicer clothes, like nice Armani suits, whereas the good guy is a plain homebody who lives in a plain apartment.
Yeah, like Luke Skywalker.
Exactly. And the bad guy has a huge, beautiful pad. He gets the nice clothes. He has a sexy girlfriend.
Girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
Yeah.
And he has
The
all the
core.
fancy weapons. The bad guy usually, the good guy just has a plain weapon, and the bad guy has. So yes, we
He
often
just has
work.
like a shiv, and that's all
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got.
And the bad guys usually end up being the ones that employ us.
It's perfect. Well, this is more like medieval
Yeah.
torture, Mongolian, crazy
Exactly.
stuff.
Exactly. These are little creatures. They were dogs, and Wolf from Storm of the Century, a Stephen King miniseries we did,
Yeah.
and Colin Feore carried the cane here. And it was actually a sterling silver cane that we also then made in rubber, because it actually has about 12 motors. So mouth opens and closes. It can
12
move.
motors just for the handle?
No, yeah. Inside
That's amazing.
here.
Oh, okay.
Inside the bottom here. Because
That's
it had to move in a choreographed way. When he had his hands on it, the wolf's head would just turn and look at the camera, be menacing.
The good thing is he's, gone on to a better place, and he's bringing in income, which is the most important part.
The deers get actually the most rentals. They'll get 6-7 jobs a year.
The deer are the most popular.
Yeah, again, deer in the middle of the road. You can take this deer, put it in the middle of the road, hit it with a pickup truck or a car. It goes flying off in the field. And then our dead deer on the floor over here does the dead deer act.
So they work in
go-
teams.
Teamwork,
Like a
yeah.
team effort.
A live deer, dead deer.
Slow down. Okay, is he doing the robot? Because I'm pretty sure I can do it better. Is all.
Nowadays, these kind of animatronics are passé. They're gone because it's all done CG nowadays.
What do you think about that? Do you think that they're doing an okay job, or can you tell? What kind of
Yeah,
job?
you can tell. You can tell. When it's not, you don't have gravity and physics working on things, and the animals or creatures do things that normally would not be real.
Yeah. What would you say to the next generation that's in school for prosthetics or special effects? A practical trade or something like that versus all this new media and new types of computer renders that are
Yeah.
coming out
I think you still need sometimes real things for an actor to not have something in their hand and pretend that they have something in their hand. I think it's hard and it's less believable for the audience. I think that's where we still shine. The actual piece in the hand or something you touch or something you do action
to
with.
relate to.
Yeah, and what I would say is that whatever turns you on, you should really follow it. And if you want to get in the film business, you got to work really, really hard. It's not going to be easy. It often ends up who you know. Can you get a job working for somebody, sweeping the floor to start with, just to learn, and then go from there and hope that you make an impression on somebody.
Show yourself
takes-
useful and get involved with
and
the
it takes
crew.
years. Don't be
Yeah.
discouraged if you're not a hero right away when you're 19.
So we're gonna get to fighting to the death, but before we do, please subscribe.